Hello and welcome to this video on how to create a simple CRM using Django 2.1. In this video I'm going to show you how to set a Django project up and create all the database tables needed for the CRM. I will be using PyCharm as this is a great IDE to use. You can download a trial from jetbrains.com. So open PyCharm and you'll be presented with a screen like this. So what you need to do is click the Create New Project. Now click down the side on the Django tab and type in a project name. Now I'm going to use my project. You can use anything. You could use your company name or your name. Really doesn't matter what you call it. Could be website. It's just a project name. Make sure down here that you have got a base interpreter of Python 3. If you haven't got Python 3, you need to install it. And make sure that you're using a virtual environment so other projects don't conflict with this project. Then click the Create button. Now it's installing all the parts that is needed. It's now done. So the first thing we need to do is click the little play button. If this menu isn't here up the top, you can click the Run button and click Run Project. Now you notice that this project has been created. So you can click on this link here, which will take you to your website. There you are. You have successfully installed Django, and you should have a picture of a space rocket. So the next part that we need to do is create an app. The app is where all the database tables live, or Django calls them models. So let's create our first app. A project can have many apps, so we're going to call this app CRM. So let's go up to Tools and go Run Manage Task and type Start App, and then we're going to call it CRM. It's now created a CRM app. So what we need to do next is initialize this into your main project so the project knows that the CRM app exists. So we do this by clicking the My Project, then we click Settings, and we go down to Find the Installed Apps, put a new line in, and click CRM. Type CRM. So now we need to go to the model of the CRM app. So click up the top on CRM, find the models, .py file, and here it is. So this is a basic model file. So we need to create some database tables. So what we need to do is to create database models, you basically create classes. So we're going to create a class here. We're going to call it a company class, and we're going to have to put models.model in there. If I can type. Right. So that's created the class model. Now we need to put some database fields in. So we're going to put name, and we're going to say name is models. Why can't I type today? Models dot charfield, and we're going to say the company name is going to be no longer going to have a max length of 200 characters long. Then we're going to have an address for this company, line 1, and that equals models dot char field max length equals 200. Then we're going to duplicate that line twice. Set this time we're going to put blank equals true and null equals true. Basically that means it's not required. Then we're going to copy that and do that. Now we're going to put town equals models. We're going to say town isn't required. The only thing that's required is the name, county, or state, that is, postcode or zip code. Postcode we won't need as long for that. I'm going to say 10. I'm now going to have an email address, and that's models dot email field, and we're going to say it's not required. That has a default length automatically in it. Now we're going to have a phone number, and that equals, not as long as that, we'll say it's 30. Now we're going to have another database table linked to this table, and we're going to call it a person. So class person, and we're going to say models dot model. We're going to have the first field we're going to call is company, and we're going to say that links to the company record. Models, why can't I type today? Models.foreign key, so it's a foreign key to the company record. Now you have to say on delete, and you can put cascade models.cascade. And now we put two more fields in, so I'm just going to pinch this up here because they're both required. I'm going to pinch the name, for name, and I'm going to have surname, and I'm going to have an email address on here. I haven't spelled surname right, just go and correct that. And so now the database is complete. We need to create some migrations. These are changes to the database. So to create a migration, we go down into the manage thing at the bottom, and we type make migrations. Our migrations are made. You can see the files that it is made by going into the migrations folder, and you click on the 0001 initial, and you'll see this is what is created, basically a script file for the database update. We haven't yet run the database update, so let's go and do that. You go down here and you type migrate. That has now applied the migration. It's also applied all the other migrations because this is the first time we're doing it. At the moment we're using SQLite as our database. This really isn't a good idea in production, but for what we're doing at the moment it's absolutely fine. Maybe in another video I might show you how to change that to Postgres. So next we need to create a superuser. A superuser allows you to get to the admin. So go down here to the manage.py part and type create superuser. I'm going to leave it with Tom. I'm going to put my email address in. Now I'm going to type a password. I'm going to use QWERTY, not that I use that in real life. Type it again because I did a mistake. Yes, we're bypass validation. It's too common. Right, so I've created my super user. Now let's go and log in to the admin. So I'm going to Chrome and I'm going to click /admin. Will now ask me for a username and a password. Obviously I put Tom as a username and QWERTY as a password. Now I'm not going to do that. Now you'll see there's two things already in the admin, groups and users. You could set up another user if you want. I'm not going to need it at the moment, so I'm not going to bother. So let's try and add the company app into this here. So let's go back to PyCharm. Let's find admin down here. Let's put the company app out. So what we need to do is type @register admin.register. Don't need here. We need to put something in brackets there. We need to put company because it's company I want out. I'm going to press Alt and Enter to import. Do the import, which is a really useful shortcut in PyCharm. Now I'm going to do class underneath company admin, and I could put admin.model admin, and down here I'm going to put a list display. List display is what it shows on the list page. I'll explain that when I show you in a minute. And I'm going to put the name on the list page. We need it in square, need it as a tuple format, so we put it with brackets, name, comma, what other fields have I got? I can't remember the names. Address line 1, that'll do nicely. Let's go back to the admin address. You need to put them in quotes, address line 1, and we'll put the town out as well. Now let's go back to the admin and take a look now. It should restart automatically, but just in case it doesn't, I always click the restart button. Let's go back to here, refresh the page, and you'll notice it says companies. For a start, that isn't spelled right, so let's go and quickly fix that. So go back to, we need to go to the model file, so let's go to the models file for our CRM app, and now find the company thing, and we need to put another thing on here called meta. So we need to go class meta, and we need to go verbose name plural equals, put in quotes, companies. Now let's look at the admin, and we will find it will be spelled correctly. Perfect. So we can go and create a company. Let's go in here. So we're going to type a company name. I'm going to call it my test company. Address line 1 is required, so let's say it's my lane. We're not going to bother filling anything else out at the moment. You can do if you want, and click save, and that's created you a company, a test company. Notice we put out on this list display name, address line 1 and town. We might want to also put out something else. Well, if you do, go back to the admin, go in here. Let's say we wanted address line 2 as well. Go now to address line 2 and go back into here. Hopefully it'll refresh. It did automatically. Now we've got address line 2. So next, what we want to be able to do is add people to that company. So if we go up here, we click the My Company. What we want to do is put the people underneath, but there can be many people to that company. So let's go back to the admin file and put that in. So if we go here, we pick up the model name, person, go back to admin, go class, person, and it's inline, so I'm going to call it person inline. Then we go admin dot tabular inline. Then we say what the model name is. So it's model equals person. We need to import that, so I'm going to do Alt Enter again and import the person. Let's get rid of that and that just for tightness. Now what I need to do is go down here and click list display. Sorry, not list display, inline. Inlines equals square brackets because it's a list. You might have more than one inline. We're going to do person inline, and let's go and have a look at it now. There you are. We can now associate a person. So I'm going to put Tom Turner, my email address, Tom, and press save. Enter a valid email address. Yeah, I didn't put a dot. There you are. So that company has now got a person associated with it. So what happens if we got lots of people, lots of companies, and we want to search them? Well, you can, to Django admin, you can put some search fields in. So if we go into the admin, you can go search fields equals, and we only want it, in this case we only want it on name, and we'll have it on the address line, and we'll have it on the town. Run it again. Refresh the page. Now I'm going to do a search. As a search box has appeared, let's search for hello. Hello doesn't exist, so it won't come up with any results. If we search for test, our test company exists. So that's it for this video. Please remember to subscribe to my videos below. In my next video, I'm going to show you more on how to create the CRM and use Bootstrap to stylize the pages. Many thanks.